is arguably the biggest game on planet Earth. And now this grand game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi's Stadium for Super Bowl 60. Tonight, settle in, we've got a good one coming your way. It's the AFC champion Denver Broncos and the champions of the NFC, the Seattle Seahawks. Wherever you are, welcome to America's great sports day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Super Bowl Sunday, 195 different countries know all about it. They're watching, Greg, and for the players, this moment, they've built so much, and now it's here, a chance to take the field in the biggest football game.
We hear all week from every team leading up to the Super Bowl. For the players that have been here before, there's such an advantage. You know what to expect. You know what pregame feels like.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday, and off we go on EA Sports. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
All week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. And I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do his best to harness it. These are the games that legacies are built upon. He understands, even though he's had this long journey, he is going to be judged based on these next 4 quarters. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
He'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Riley Moss, the corner, is there to end it.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
On 3rd and 2, it's Darnold. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Seahawks first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Now a give to Walker, running right, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
On 2nd down, it's Darnold. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And this is where the timing of these passing game, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, He tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of it. I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Didn't get the hop he was hoping for. It bounds into the end zone, and it's a touchback. Here comes the Denver offense, set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by their quarterback, the veteran out of Auburn. It is Jarrett Stidham.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, their regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs, and now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he's 4 quarters away from living out his dream.
And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Nick Emanwari is there to make the play.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, here's Stidham. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt for Denver. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. He'll take this in back at the 16. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Seahawks offense ready now for their second drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Patrick Surtain makes the tackle.
At the 25-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He'll step up and run this. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
And the Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
The RPO, that one is complete. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
The run up the middle is Walker. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's caught. It's A.J. Barner, the tight end. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Seattle.
First down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Shaheed with the catch. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 14
That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Flush to his right. Now he'll run it. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
First down.
It wasn't anywhere really for him to go with the ball. The defensive backs did a great job of taking away his progression read. But that pass rush, they just can't get home, and he ends up making the play with his legs and moves the chains.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5. He'll get this out to his running back. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
It's a gain of 2.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
Third down and 3. Darnold now to throw. He's got it at the 3.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks will take a 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Broncos offense ready for their second possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now it's Dobbins. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play.
At the 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Stidham. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That one good for 26 yards.
First down, Broncos.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Gain of 17 yards.
Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down. Around a shotgun. It's Stidham. He's got it inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up first and goal. After a spirited first quarter here in Super Bowl 60, it's the Seahawks with the early lead. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal as we are ready to get back underway. He's going to force his way for a yard or two, but looks like this one's going to be coming back.
Still first down.
Now it is first and goal. Stidham. That's to the left side in the hands of Bryant.
Stidham's pass complete to Pat Bryant. A pickup of 2 brings up second and goal at the 11-yard line.
Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on second and goal. Stidham to the air once more. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
Stidham's pass.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Third and goal. Throwing again. Stidham. He'll try and get there on the... And he will score! Jarrett Stidham. Touchdown, Denver.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Broncos move out to a 7-3 lead.
Broncos 7, Seahawks 3.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Seahawks offense ready to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Outright, Smith and Jigba has it. And they will finally get to him, but I think even he knows this one is coming back. That's on the former 9th overall pick, Charles Cross. Darnold to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. To throw again is Darnold. Looking down the field, but that falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Broncos offense ready to get back at it. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Throwing is Stidham. Left side. That's complete. It's Sutton. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll go play action here with Stidham. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a gain of 19 in the air. First down, Broncos.
Denver.
I love this call, Mike. Defense is thinking run here. It's 2nd and short, so they go with play action. Leads to an easy first down. Really well done.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Stidham. The catch made there by Sutton. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Off play action. Here's Stidham. He will air this out. Looking for Sutton. That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line. A big play here in the big game. 42 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
A run on 1st and goal. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Another one from the 5. 2nd down and goal. Go with their fullback trying to get it. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped him for no gain at the 4-yard line. Third and goal. Dobbins. And this defense standing tall in the red zone. They stop him for no gain. And now it's 4th and goal.
No gain on the play.
Looked to me like the quarterback had the option to pull that and make it a throw, but he decides to give it. Probably wishes looking back that he would have pulled it because there was nowhere for that running back to go.
On 4th down, the veteran Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal. This about as short as you can get. Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos go out to a 10-3 lead.
Seahawks.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. He'll edge forward for maybe a yard. DJ Jones, the big defensive tackle, with the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. That's complete. It's Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Off the play fake, here's Darnold. Looking Smith and Jigba's way again, and again a catch. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Darnold to throw again. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to have the first down yardage. The stop made at the 31, but a new set of downs. First down picked up.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
They'll run here with Walker. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Broncos' 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Shaheed with the catch. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
That's good.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Darnold to throw on first down. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 17-yard line.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back for more on Super Bowl Sunday after this. 2nd down and 8. Once again, it's Walker. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal. He's inside the 10. Mark him at the 7.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Here's Walker. And he will power his way into the end zone. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Seahawks will tie things up. It's now 10-10. All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Stidham. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Here's Stidham on 1st and 10. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
A loss of 5 yards.
Leonard Williams
Second down.
in there for the sack, worked his way through. It's a loss of 5. Operating from the gun, it's Stidham. Got it into the hands of Nims. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Around a shotgun, it's Stidham. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. The Broncos going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Stidham. And that's going to be over everyone. Incomplete. Nothing ever really developed there, and it'll bring up second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And he's in! Jarrett Stidham, touchdown Denver. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He's got it. Broncos go up by 7. It is now 17 to 10.
17. Seahawks 10.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. Find themselves trailing 17 to 10 now as they come up with 1st down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Broncos say they have it, and yes, they do.
Recovered by Denver.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
The quarterback on the scramble. The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 6-yard.
So, 2 quarters down here in Santa Clara, the Super Bowl 60 halftime. Straight ahead with Scott Hansen.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as the second half is about to get underway.
Let's get this point.
Two quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Broncos offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll give it to Dobbins. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Brought down by Ernest Jones. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Stidham. That's caught right side. It's Franklin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. Good for a Denver 1st down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. When they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 6. A play fake. They'll throw with Stidham. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Stidham to throw. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And he's going to be out of bounds. He is well shy where he needed to get to. It'll bring up fourth down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on third down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
To return, it's Shaheed. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Seahawks offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Darnold. He takes off. What a good choice to get out and run. That's a pickup of 18 and a first down.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Seahawks first down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Down the field, he's got Barner. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 23 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. That one swung out wide to Walker. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
In motion is Barner. Darnold now to throw. Smith and Jigba has it on that out route. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
10 yards.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
To throw again is Darnold. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
2nd and 10 at the 20.
Nice rep here by the defense. They go man coverage, takes away all the threats downfield, and with nothing open, he has no choice but just kind of throw a contested ball, hope for the best, and just falls incomplete.
Darnold to the air once more. Open, left side is Barner. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
That's good for a
Second
Seahawks
time they've hooked up
first
on this
down.
drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
13-yard line.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
Well, not exactly a highlight, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. Now Darnold. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss. And the Broncos are going to have it just past their 25.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Not much happening there. Just a short gain.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. A run with Dobbins. And he'll be lucky to just get some positive yards out of that one. Out of bounds, pickup of 2.
Gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Throwing is Stidham. That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. 18 yards on the connection. First down, Broncos.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Denver.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7. Here's Dobbins. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Stidham. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos add on to their lead.
Seahawks 10.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Will Lutz to
So
kick
following
off
the
for
field goal,
Broncos.
Lutz is back out to kick it away. Here comes a return from the 3. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Seahawks offense ready for this next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Darnold to throw. He'll get this out to the left flat, and they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 2.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. He got it with Smith and Jigba. 16 yards. Pick up on that one. 1st down, Seattle.
16 yards.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle 3rd of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Down to the final quarter in Super Bowl 60. We'll return for the 4th from Santa Clara after this. First and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
On the pickup.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 2. On the ground, Walker. And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
Gain of 6. That's good for a Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter. It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. And he will score! Game on! Jason Smith and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Myers now to add the PAT. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Broncos offense make their way out to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Brought down by Ernest Jones. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun, here's Stidham. The catch made there by Sutton. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 50.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
That'll give on the ground, and he'll get back to midfield. So no gain on that one.
Well, that 2nd down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they're in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting 3rd down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
And he will have a Broncos 1st down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
He'll get this out wide, and he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle gets him down behind the line. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Operating from the gun, it's Stidham. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. It's a first down and a gain of 13.
And a Broncos first down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on third down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
Look wide, get this one complete, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Stidham. That one knocked away, and it's incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll be third down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
First down, Denver.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one at reach.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now Stidham. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Broncos. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Lutz for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Broncos will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Seahawks 17.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Shaheed now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker, and he'll get about 5.
The tackle by Talanoa Hufanga. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
3rd and 5. Here's Darnold. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He's going to look deep, going to Cup. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down. The Broncos offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They're going to be trying to play keep away in this situation, use as much clock as possible, up a couple of scores as they start this drive, 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Brought down by Ernest Jones. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 on the Seahawks' 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 20.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
That's swung out to Harvey. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Denver. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. The kick is good. Broncos are going to extend their lead.
Broncos 34, Seahawks 17.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Throwing, Darnold. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
And the Seahawks.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end, and at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He'll get this complete to Walker. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third down, they need 5. Here's Darnold again. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
That's good.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
47-yard line.
Darnold to the air once more. Looking Smith and Jigba's way again, and again a catch.
Complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Broncos' 41-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Darnold to throw again. This one complete right side. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. It'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. He'll step up and run this.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
Ball right on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal. Darnold. And he overshoots everyone. It's through the back of the end zone and incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal. Darnold now to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
And even though they'll say he had a man in the vicinity of the throws, clearly not intended to be caught. Really smart play. Don't risk a turnover here. Live for the next snap.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This caught. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Now the point after try from Myers. It's up and good. And the Seahawks are able to cut the deficit to 10.
34. Seahawks 24.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do. And still 2 timeouts left for the defense, but no real need to use them. They're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Up the middle they go. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Here's 2nd and 9.
So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, I think we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game, force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away, and then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. They only need a yard, and it's 4th down. They'll drop to throw. He finds Mims. It's complete. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. And the Broncos have done it. They are your Super Bowl champions. So this, a well-deserved celebration down on the field. You know, Greg, it wasn't totally mistake-free, but about as solid a performance as you could hope to have on the big stage in the big game.
And to think about all the people that had their hand in this, Mike, of course we see on the field the players, their ability to perform at such a high level goes without say, but then you think of the group around them, the coaching staff, their ability to game plan, and then the front office and the GM who put this roster together. Those are the efforts of a lot of people that went into this Super Bowl victory.
Commissioner Goodell will hand the Lombardi Trophy to the Denver Broncos, champions of Super Bowl 60. So that'll do it for another sensational season of the NFL on EA Sports. For our entire team and with my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, good night from Santa Clara, California.